from where you're staying. But anyway, so this little thing here in the back coming out is the optic nerve. This is all fat and muscle and stuff like that, right? So on the front is the cornea, and then the sclera is the kind of the whites of the eye. Although you agree it's not very white, even though I've cut the muscle off. So I'm going to do this a couple of different ways. I'll do one way and one another. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt. I probably won't be very good at it. To just kind of cut around the margin of the cornea and take the cornea off, and then you'll be able to see the iris, and you'll be able to see the pupil. And as a general rule, most of the time these sheep have brown eyes, so we'll see. This is where there occasionally is a little, the aqueous humor is going to be the stuff that's going to come out. And it's got a little flecks of black stuff in it. I really don't know what it is. And I don't think it's going to squirt, but I'm going to just try to take the scalpel and just kind of cut on the edge. Just get a hole. There we go. Sometimes it does squirt, but this didn't do it very much. Anyway, so I made a little hole, and I'm going to take these really bad scissors and try to find the hole. Oh, there it is. Sorry, my nose itches. There, see some stuff is kind of coming out. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oops. Don't ever let me operate on your eyes, okay? Don't ever let me get close to you with any sort of sharp instrument, right? These scissors are, my fingers are kind of not the right size, and they're not very sharp. Oh, here we go. We're almost there. There we go. All right. So now we've done a corneectomy, right? So there's the cornea. It's not very clear, right? But it's preserved. Now, what you can see is in here. I kind of butchered it a little bit, but you can see that there's a hole right in the center, right? The brown margin, kind of a brownish margin around the edges, is the iris. And the hole right through the center, and there's a structure right in there, I'm poking at it, that's the pupil. And right behind the pupil is the lens. I couldn't get it out of my brain. So the lens is held in place by the ciliary body, which centers it right over the pupil. Right. So this is not too bad. I mean, you can kind of see, definitely see the iris. You can definitely see the pupil, and if you look closely behind it, you can see a kind of an opaque structure, which is the lens. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to take this thing and like cut it around that direction and open it up. And what's going to come out is going to be, there wasn't that, you can see a little bit of fluid here. That'd be a good question, wouldn't it? It's like, what's that fluid on there? Well, the fluid that came out was the aqueous humor. Right? Did I say aqueous? Yeah, aqueous, that's what I meant, yeah. The stuff which you're going to see next is the vitreous. Okay, so let's just continue. And then this one, I don't know what I'll do. But anyway, so let's just do, let's see how close I can get to making a nice cut. Probably, yeah. God, these are worthless. There we go. Cut myself. I always get nervous when you guys start doing cats and everybody's got scalpels in their hands. I'm going, oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. So now if we kind of open this up, you can see that there's some jelly-like material inside. Where did it go? Here it is. It didn't quite cut, did it? There we go. So here's the lens. That's part of the iris that came off. So there we go. There we go. So you can see maybe let's flip this over like it came out. So there you go. So you can see the lens. You can see a little bit of the sort of ciliary body which is attached to it, but this jelly-like stuff in there is the vitreous humor. Thank you. Can you get vitreous? Now, okay, but a couple of things came out which I didn't want to come out, but I think I can put it back in. That's okay. I'm not much of a surgeon, but nobody told me I was. Okay, so look. So if we do it this way, the hole right there was where the pupil was, right? This structure right here, which is a little bit torn now, is the iris, right? But this, it's kind of a, I don't know what color to call it. It's kind of a opalescent sort of. It's like a. You can see I can move it around really easily with my probe. That's the retina, and you can see where it all gathers together right there at the end of my pointer. If I stick that through there, not only will I stick it into my finger, but I'll also probably, if I did it right, it would come out right here, which is the optic nerve, because where it all kind of comes together in this sheep eye right there, that's its blind spot. So you can see this is the retina, and that's the blind spot right there. What about the other layers? Well, this white layer right here is the sclera. This darkish colored layer, maybe I can pull it apart a little bit, like right there. I know you guys can't see from where you are, but right there, that's the vascular layer. That's the choroid. But a sheep eye has something different in it that we don't have. And many animals have this reflective layer. And you can see on this one, it's a very interesting kind of opalescent, sort of turquoise, bluish color. Lots of animals, you guys know it. Dogs, cats, sheep. In the dark, their eyes shine. You know, cats, right? And that's because the light is reflected off. It's called the tympanum lucidum, and it actually gives them better visual acuity at night. But you know, every time I think about this, man, how weird would it be if we had that?
That would make your eyes kind of green.
No, it would make your eyes shine. So humans, we'd all have eyes shining back at each other like cats. That'd be terrifying. It'd be like, I don't know, zombies or something. I don't know, you know. Anyway, so that's that layer called the tympanum lucidum, and I don't think it's anything I ask you guys to identify, but you can kind of pull it out, and it's really amazing. It's a, yeah, isn't it? It's a really interesting color, right? So that's kind of what you see in the sheep eye. You can see the retina. You can see all the layers. You can see the iris. You can see the retina. You can see the choroid. You can see the sclera. You can see the optic nerve, the lens, the vitreous humor, the aqueous humor. Well, that's everywhere. And here's the cornea. Yeah. So we put a contact lens right on that, and that takes care of vision. I don't think I need to cut this. I'll just leave this one here. So those are pretty much the structures you need to find in a sheep eye. Now there is a PowerPoint in the folder for this unit that has pictures of the sheep eyeball, and I can't remember what I've got labeled on there, but there it is. You got it. Cool. Sheep eye dissection. Very good. Yeah, so that's pretty much